The wind howled across Highway 17, a lonely stretch of cracked asphalt cutting through a quiet rural town. Dust swirled in the air like a warning. A black SUV cruised down the road, windows tinted, engine humming low. Inside sat Jasmine Johnson, calm, composed, and deadly if she wanted to be. To any stranger, she looked ordinary. Just another businesswoman on a long drive. But she wasn't ordinary. She was General Jasmine Johnson, one of the highest-ranking officers in the United States, military decorated with honors, and respected across the Pentagon. But today, out here, none of that mattered, because nobody knew who she was. Yet, up ahead, two police cruisers waited like wolves on a hunt. Their lights were off, but their intentions weren't. Officers Grady and Miller leaned against their cars sipping coffee, both bored and itching for trouble. This part of town didn't get many visitors. And when they did, they made sure those visitors knew their place. They spotted the SUV. Grady grinned. Out-of-state plates. And I bet you a paycheck they ain't from around here. Miller smirked. Let's go make a friend. They pulled out behind her, hit the sirens, and flashed the lights. Inside her SUV, Jasmine sighed slowly, pulled over, and rolled down her window. Her instincts whispered that something was off. But she was disciplined, focused, still. She always gave people a chance to be decent before she unleashed hell. Officer Grady swaggered to her window, hand already resting near his gun. Miller flanked the passenger side. License and registration, Grady snapped. No problem, officer, Jasmine said calmly, handing them over. May I ask why I was stopped? Grady looked her up and down, and his eyes hardened. You were swerving. Her forehead dropped. A lie. Actually, I didn't ask for back talk, he barked. Step out of the vehicle. Jasmine kept her hands visible. I don't feel safe stepping out without a reason. Grady smirked. Oh, you're one of those. Miller walked around to her side. She's got an attitude. I don't have an attitude, Jasmine said. I'm simply asking for clarity. Wrong answer. Suddenly, Grady yanked the door open. I said out. He grabbed her arm, hard, and dragged her out of the car. Jasmine clenched her jaw, muscles flexing on instinct. She could have ended him in a blink. But she didn't, not yet. She stayed still as they slammed her against the car. Miller twisted her arm behind her back. What you doing out here, huh? You lost? No, Jasmine said firmly. Now remove your hands from me. Miller laughed. Or what? Click. Cold metal, handcuffs. Search the car, Grady ordered Miller. This one smells like trouble. You have no probable cause, Jasmine warned. Oh, so now this one is trying to teach us the law? Miller mocked. Grady leaned in close, voice low and venomous. Let me make this clear, sweetheart. Out here, you got no rights. Jasmine lifted her head slowly. Her eyes sharpened. Something dangerous flickered behind them. She spoke in a tone soldiers knew well. You are making a federal mistake. Grady laughed. Lady, the only mistake here was you driving through our county. Grady stepped away and Miller popped the trunk. They dumped her bags onto the road and tore through her classified documents, ignoring the bold, confidential Pentagon stamps. Then Miller found a locked black case. Jackpot, he grinned. Don't open that, Jasmine warned. Miller smirked, picked the lock, and opened the case. Inside was her Army service pistol with Special Forces, insignia engraved into the slide, and a neatly folded general's field flag. Miller froze. Grady's face went pale. That's military issue. Why do you have this? Miller asked. That firearm is registered to me legally, Jasmine said. You're now tampering with U.S. military property. Grady forced a laugh. Yeah? And who do you think you are? Some kind of soldier? Jasmine stared into his soul. Hiya. Grady stepped closer again. Listen here, you... Miller grabbed his arm. Man, maybe we should... Grady shrugged him off. Shut up. She thinks she's tough. He slammed Jasmine against the car again. Say another word and you're going to jail for resisting. Jasmine looked him dead in the eye. This is your last warning. Grady sneered. Then he made the mistake of his lifetime. He struck her across the face. Her lip bled slightly. She didn't flinch. Instead, she exhaled, slow and controlled, like a sniper steadying her aim. Take the cuffs off, she said. No, Grady spat. She smirked. Okay. She turned slightly and pressed a button on her wristwatch. A small comm light blinked red. Somewhere, hundreds of miles away, secure military communications activated. A voice came through. "Eagle Command, authenticate." Jasmine spoke with authority. "This is General Jasmine Johnson, clearance Echo 9-4. I am being illegally detained by hostile law enforcement. Location locked. Initiate protocol shield wall." The cops froze. The voice responded, "Target location confirmed." "Units inbound," Grady stuttered. "General?" Miller's eyes went wide. She turned and looked at them calmly. "If you're still watching this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe and turn on post notifications, because what happens next will shock you." Then she looked back at Grady. "You just assaulted a 4-star U.S. Army general, and you're about to find out exactly what that means." A deep rumble shook. Highway 17. Military Humvees rolled in from every direction. A Black Hawk helicopter thundered overhead, rotor wash blasting dust and debris across the road. Dozens of armed soldiers surrounded the scene in seconds. Grady and Miller dropped their guns. A tall colonel stepped forward, saluted Jasmine, and unlocked her cuffs personally. "General Johnson, ma'am. Are you all right?" "I am now," she said. "Arrest these two immediately." The colonel faced the cops. "Officers Grady and Miller, you're under arrest for assault, unlawful detainment, and interference with federal command." No, this was a misunderstanding," Grady begged as soldiers cuffed him. Jasmine stepped closer. "You judged me by the color of my skin. You thought I was nobody. Let this be your lesson. Respect is earned by character, not prejudice." As they were dragged away, Miller looked back. "Who are you?" Jasmine picked up her flag and gun case. "I am General Jasmine Johnson, and I don't tolerate bullies." She walked back to her SUV as the helicopter rose behind her like a war god. Justice had arrived.